Hi, I'm Stuart with Castle Chimney Sweeps, and today we're going to go over the basics for cleaning and inspecting your chimney to make sure it is safe to use. First, the sweep should start off by setting up the work area so as to protect the flooring. Next, we should have a good vacuum so we can take care of any dust or soot control. And after that, we're going to go ahead and make sure that our damper is shut and closed so that while we're up top on the roof sweeping the chimney that nothing comes into the house. So at this point we'll go ahead and start up our vacuum, and we'll meet you up on top on the roof. We've made it to the top of the chimney, and just a few of the basics are the following. This is the flue tile. It comes in various sizes. Normally it's 2 foot in height, and for a chimney on a ranch house like this, it's roughly 5 or 6 tiles usually creates your flue system. Very critical that the mason has mortar in between these tiles, and also that there's no cracks or defects in the tiles which will allow smoke to leak. What we're going to do is push the appropriate sized broom down inside the flue system and give it a good scrubbing. Also, while we're up here taking a look at this chimney, we're going to take a look at what's called the crown or the wash. This area is very critical because it keeps the water from going down inside the chimney and sheds it off onto the roof area or down to the ground. This particular crown wash has got several cracks in it, and seem to have lifted and separated from the actual top course of brick, which is not good, so some repairs should be made for this. Also, another item to look at on the exterior of the chimney is the flashing, and that's where the roof intersects with the chimney. This area here is also critical to keep leaks from occurring. The caulking should be good. The roof shingle should almost butt up to the chimney and the flashing, and there should be no obvious leaks or tears in this area. You go ahead and finish this sweep up here, and then we'll let the soot clear, and we'll give it a quick visual inspection. Now, 2 different forms of inspection. One is a simple visual where we take a light or a light and a mirror and lower things down into lower the mirror down into the chimney so that we can see the tile joints and see if there's any cracks in the flue tile. That's what's called a level 1 visual inspection. Level 2 inspection is where we get a little more detailed. If we see something up here on the top of the chimney which may raise a red flag as to that smoke or carbon monoxide could be leaking out of the system, what we want to do is go from here downstairs and do a video inspection. Alright, we've moved back inside. We're going to continue with our visual inspection of the firebox area. As you can see, from the bottom of the mantle down to the top of the fireplace opening, we've got a pretty good sized crack here. Continuing on with our inspection, we're going to check the hearth where it mates up with the firebox to make sure there's no gap there for hot embers to get away and down to framing. We're going to check our ash dump to make sure the chute has been properly parched or sealed up so no hot embers can roll out down there. We're going to look at our fire brick in the firebox area, check the mortar joints, and as you can see, this particular joint here has gotten kind of weak, so we need some attention there. We're also going to check out what's called our lintel area, and up in behind here where the damper housing mates up with that lintel should be sealed off so that nothing can get away from us there. Also, to continue with our inspection, we're going to take and pull the damper handle, and that allows us better access to clean in behind the damper as well as up into the throat and smoke chamber area. Our next step is to get the video camera out and run the video system. We've got our video camera set up on the hearth, and we've inserted our camera head up inside the flue system. What we're going to be checking for is to make sure that there's no cracks or defects in any of the flue tiles. Also very critical to make sure there's mortar in between the tiles to create a seal from one tile to another. So that way the smoke will go from point A being your appliance, either a fireplace, furnace, wood stove, to point B being the atmosphere. If any mortar is missing from between the tiles, or if there's any cracks or defects in the tiles, this creates a hazard because the flue gases can escape the flue system and go where they're not supposed to go, i.e. possibly back into the house. Now, as you can see on this particular screen here, we have a tile, and the mortar joint is in very good condition and is completely in place and intact. So in this particular case, a couple of minor maintenance issues and a couple of minor cosmetic issues, and A little bit of point up work in the firebox, and this chimney should be good to go. Alright, one final point of inspection would be the exterior of the chimney and where the side of the house mates up with the chimney. You want to make sure you've got a good beaded caulking, depending on what type of siding or exterior product you have on your house. You want to make sure there's no gaps or anything to allow rainwater, bugs, or anything like that, or cold air to get in. One other item, for the top of the chimney, we always recommend a chimney cap. This helps to keep the rain out, birds, animals, leaves, and debris. And if you want to go ahead and take a look at the top of this chimney, we'll show you what we've installed up there.